Hey, diving in this pool.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Kansas City.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Chargers nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Herbert now. His throw incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
second down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets... And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Mahomes firing complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
With the handoff.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball. You
got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about, until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The ball carrier.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. It's caught at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Good.
They'll get 34 yards there. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Chargers nothing. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big and hold it to a short gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Chargers 46-yard line.
Check pass. Mike, 53, Mike. Pick it up.
Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Williams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he's got it up and through.
Chiefs 28, Chargers nothing. Harrison.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The first with Eckler, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction, losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line.
The Chargers' 45-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Number 20.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First down.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check Mike, check Mike.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is taking him one-handed. What a catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7th and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And goal.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
44 is the mic. 44 is mine. Go.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat...
He's got a man, complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. That QB's trash. Let's go.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Switch up, switch up.
Mahomes to throw once more. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Complete.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
19 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. They're going to say inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 31, Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes are... And he can't escape, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week.
On, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. And they are going for it. Herbert now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and...
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Butker now to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for... The Charger drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
43, 15.
Mahomes now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Now he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the gun, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Hightower. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Field goal, a 55-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Eckler, the Charger.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Once more, here's Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 30 yards there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target. 3rd down here.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Mahomes again. Flush to his right. He is going to find Hill here. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 28. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
See what you got.
following the penalty. It's Williams. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of the credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. 59's Mike, check.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Check 99. Check 99. Switch.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.